The event started at Palmer Elementary in Baldwinsville, where Paige was a student. She passed away in 1994, right before her third grade year. And in 1997, several of the teachers and the principal came to us to ask our permission to put on an event in her memory. And it was wonderful that they wanted to do that, and we of course agreed. And within the space of several weeks, we put together a walk at the suggestion of one of the teachers, because she was a runner. And together we raised a couple $1,000s with a couple hundred people, and we took the money that we raised to Paige's doctor, Dr. Bowie, at the hospital, and asked him to use this money in Paige's memory. And that's how Paige's Butterfly Run was born. We're fighting pediatric cancer and funding hope, and fighting pediatric cancer by trying to raise money for pediatric cancer research here in Syracuse, and also funding hope, if you will, through patient programs at the Golisano Children's Hospital.
I was diagnosed when I was 9 with T-cell lymphoma. It was pretty scary for me at first because it doesn't quite sink in right away. When you're told that you have cancer, it kind of takes a little while. And all I remember really was a lot of sounds of beeping, a lot of crying.
The doctors said that they saw a large mass in her chest, and that first thought was that it was probably cancer. And just remember at that moment feeling completely overwhelmed, and I just remember how helpless I felt.
We live in Baldwinsville. In Ellen, there are how many kids locally?
6 kids right now in the elementary schools of Baldwinsville with cancer. So just a few diagnosed in the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. So even if we're talking about 50 to 60 new diagnoses in this area a year, that's new, and we had 50 to 60 last year and the year before. So if you don't know a child with cancer right now, sadly you're likely to know a child with cancer in the next couple of years, just because while it's a small number, it's prevalent. There are a lot of kids with cancer.
Survival rates are higher, but new therapies seem to be slow in coming. And it's not a big market for the pharmaceutical companies, so it's important for us that a good portion of the money we raise each year does go to that.
We were spending a tremendous amount of time at Upstate in the clinic, and one day I remember focusing in on the board that they had with posters and flyers, and there was a poster there, and it was for Paige's Butterfly Run, and I read the poster, and I remember thinking to myself that maybe we could do this. We ended up with over 50 people the first year joining our team.
I kind of felt very alone, and when I got to that event, and when you're in the middle about to start the race and you see all those people around you like racing for their friends or for their family, it really just kind of made me just kind of wake up and see that I wasn't alone, and that there were tons of people there for me that loved me and cared for me, and that other families were there racing for people that they loved.
One of the things I think I like best about it, increasingly more every year, is we have more kids who are currently in treatment or are survivors and are off treatment that are able to participate that day. And to see especially our patients and their families come when they can and see the community rally around them in such a visible way is, you can ride on that for a while. It's a good feeling.